Okay, phase difference. It is defined as the angular displacement between two zero values or two maximum values of the two alternating quantity having same frequency is called a phase difference. Here in phase, phi is equal to 0 because of it is starting from 0 now. Okay, that's why there is no phase difference here. We have t is equal to Vm sin omega t. This is called sine wave starting from 0. But here it started earlier. Okay, so that's called pi. So that's called positive phase plus phi. Instead of starting here, it started here on. That means it's leading. It's leading. Okay. So with an angle pi, that's why we have to indicate we have t is equal to Vm sin omega t plus pi. The leading waveform, leading phase at an angle pi. And here, so delayed pi degrees. Okay, instead of starting here, so it is started here onwards. That's why a negative phase. So up to here, there is no response. Here, the response is we are getting at 0 position. Okay, exactly position is started waveform. But here is started before 0. Okay, so that's why it is leading phase. That's called positive phase plus phi. So we have to indicate we have t is equal Vm sin omega t. Here negative phase minus pi. So we have t is equal Vm sin omega t minus pi. Okay, leading phase difference. The quantity which is attains its 0 or positive maximum value before the compared to the other quantity is called leading phase difference. Okay, like this. Okay, the quantity which attains its 0 or positive maximum value before the compared to the other quantity. By comparing this, this is called a leading phase difference. Leading phase. So here it started 0 nodes, but here started before the 0, that is called maximum value. Here starting here maximum value onwards. That's why it is called a leading phase difference. Lagging phase difference is nothing but a quantity which attains its 0 or positive maximum value after the other quantity. Okay. I already started this. If you are taking as a reference this, after this waveform is started. That's why this is called a lagging phase difference. Okay. So at an angle minus pi. Okay. Pi degrees. That's why this is called lagging phase waveform. This is called leading phase waveform. This is called in phase. Okay. Lagging phase, a quantity which attains its 0 or positive maximum value after the quantity, other quantity is called lagging phase. And then derivation of average value of and RMS value of sinusoidal AC signal. So there are two different type of methods are there: graphical method and analytical method. Average value. To find the average value of sine waveform, there are two different type of methods. First one is graphical method. Okay. And the second one is analytical method. Okay. In graphical method, we have to take different types of voltages. V1 instantaneous values. V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, V7, V7. So average value for only half cycle. Na? Don't take a full cycle. For average value, according to the definition. So the average value you have to find for only half cycle. Okay. That's why here we are taken only half cycle. So the maximum value is called Vm. Maximum voltage Vm. Okay. So called time. So area under the curve. Analytical method, we have to take area under the curve. For graphical method, we have to take this. For sine wave waveform, average value, and for graphical method and average value and analytical method, both results are same. Okay. So V average is nothing but sum of all instantaneous values of divided by total number of values. That's called V average. According to the graphical method. Understand? According to the graphical method, the V average is nothing but sum of all instantaneous values by total number of values. Is called average value according to the graphical method. For analytical method, V average is called area under the curve divided by base of the curve. Is called according to the analytical method. So we have to calculate V average like this. Okay. Area under the curve divided by base of the curve is called V average according to the analytical method. Okay. Graphical method and analytical method. And this way we have to calculate the average value. Okay. So V average is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus so on V10. So in this taken 10 instantaneous values. That's why V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V1 V10 by 10. Number of total number of values are called 10. That's why. So in this way we have to calculate by taking the instantaneous values of in graphical method. And then average analytical method. For analytical method, V average is equal to area under the curve divided by base of the curve. You know well how to calculate the area. So V average is equal to 0 to pi. So year to year, 0 pi by 2. This is called pi by 2, no? 0 pi by 2 pi here. That means 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees. So okay, 180 degrees nothing but pi. Understood? Here pi by 2. So here pi by 2. Here pi. That's why V average is equal to integral 0 to pi. Half cycle. So Vm sin omega t. This is called sin omega t. Sine waveform. V of t is equal to Vm sin omega t. This is called sine waveform. That's why we have to take Vm sin omega t. The intervals are 0 to pi only, half cycle only. In this year, in the year also, intervals are for half cycle. So base of the curve is nothing but up to 0 to pi. That's why the base of the curve is called pi. And then V average is equal to Vm by pi integrate sine integration of sine omega t nothing but minus cos omega t. Substitute this values, you will get V average is equal to minus Vm by pi cos pi minus cos 0, then 2 Vm by pi. So V average is equal to 0.637 is called average value according to the analytical method. RMS value, graphical method and analytical method. Same way. Same as average value. So here also we have to calculate the RMS value by using graphical method and analytical method. Okay. So in graphical method, so RMS value is nothing but square root of sum of all square instantaneous values by total number of values. Similar way, so V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. So we have to take 10 instantaneous values for 180 degrees. Okay. Sum of all squares of instantaneous values divided by total number of values called VRMS. Yeah, for analytical method, this is called half cycle. Okay. This is called full cycle. Okay. This is called plus VRMS minus VRMS. RMS values, so like this. Yeah, plus VM and minus VM. Maximum value. But its RMS value is less than that at maximum value. RMS value is less than that of the RMS. This is called RMS waveform. This dotted line is called RMS waveform. Okay. This is called maximum waveform. Okay. So this is called half cycle. Up to here called half cycle. So this complete cycle is called full cycle. One full cycle. Okay. RMS value is equal to under square root of sum of all squares of instantaneous values by total number of values is called RMS value. That is V1, V2, V3. Na? In the previous case, just V1, V2, V2, V2 up to V10 divided by 10 average. But RMS value is different. V1 square root of V1 square plus V2 square plus so on V10 square divided by 10. Okay, according to the graphical method, we have to calculate like this. And then analytical method, VRMS is equal to square root of area under the square of curve divided by base of the curve. Area under the square of curve divided by base of the curve. So VRMS is equal to square root of 0 to 2 pi. We have to take full cycle. For RMS value, we have to take full cycle. For finding the analytical method. For graphical method, only half cycle, but we have to take instantaneous values case. But in analytical method, we have to take a full cycle. Okay, so 0 to 2 pi Vm square into sin square omega t into d omega t by 2 pi total cycle. Up to here, you have to take. VRMS is equal to square root of integral 0 to 2 pi Vm square sin square omega t d omega t by 2 pi. And then sin square omega t is equal to 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. You know well, Vm square divided by 2.2 is equal to 0 to 2 pi. 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2 and integrate this, you will get Vrms is equal to 0.707 Vm. That means 70.7. So Vrms is nothing but 1 by root 2. Vrms is equal to Vm by root 2. Okay, you will get like this. Then Vrms is equal to 0.707 Vm. That means 70.7% of Vm. So you will get like this. Okay, this is called RMS value. Understood? And next, phasor representation of alternating quantities. Phasor representation of alternating quantity. Phasor representation of alternating quantities. Sinusoidal expression given as V of t is equal to Vm sin omega t plus or minus pi. Representing the sinusoidal in the time domain form. Okay. Phasor is a quantity as both magnitude and direction. So here 0 degrees. Here omega t is equal to 0 degrees. Here sine wave. This is called sine wave. Here also 0 degrees. For 30, this is called 30 degrees. 60, 60 degrees. And 90 and 90 degrees maximum. Vector rotation is like this manner. In anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Rotating phasor in the anti-clockwise direction. So representation of the sine waveform, okay, near a vector manner like this manner. 0 degrees as here 0. For 30 degrees means here 30. 60, 60. 90, 90. 120, 120. 150. Like this, the phasor representation of alternating quantity. Sinusoidal waveform in time domain is represented into a phasor manner. That is called vector rotation. Phasor, rotating phasor. Okay, sinusoidal waveform representing into a rotating phasor. Okay, understood. We have t is equal to Vm sin omega. This is called sine waveform is represented into a rotating phasor manner. Okay, for different type of angles. 0 degrees, 0, 0 as it is. 30, 30, 60, 60. Is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. For 180, 0. Yeah. Then 210 again here and negative. Okay, like this we have to represent the alternating quantity like a rotating phasor. Understood? Then phase difference of a sinusoidal waveform. Phase difference of a sinusoidal waveform. Generalized mathematical expression to define these two sinusoidal quantities will be written as, okay, V is equal to Vm sin omega t, I is equal to Im sin omega t minus pi. Okay. So V is equal to Vm sin omega t. There is no delay, no? Here V is equal to Vm sin omega t. So that is the waveform. This is the Vm sin omega t waveform. But I is equal to Im sin omega t minus pi. Is that meant pi angle is delay. That is called lagging. Current lags the voltage by pi degrees. Okay. So this much of pi degrees. After pi degrees, the current waveform is starting. Understood? For 0 onwards, the voltage started as it is. Okay. First starting voltage, so like this. After certain time or certain degrees, okay, pi degrees, the current waveform will start. That means current lags, voltage leads. Understood? Voltage leads the current by pi degrees, or current lags the voltage by pi degrees. Understood? So because of I is equal to Im sin omega t minus pi degrees, minus. That's why current lagging. Voltage leads the current by pi degrees, or current lags the voltage by pi degrees. Okay, in this way we have to express. So if you are taking voltage as a reference, okay, so voltage as a reference, 0 degrees, voltage as a reference. Then current start after pi, that means pi degrees current is delayed. Okay, this pi degrees current is delayed. So that's why if you are taking voltage as a reference, then the pi degrees lags the current like this. So here in this way, two ways we have to express. Voltage leads the current by pi degrees. Voltage leads. Voltage leads the current by pi degrees. Otherwise, current lags the voltage by pi degrees. Current is lagging, voltage is leading. Because of current I is equal to Im sin omega t minus pi degrees. It's clear. So in this way, we have to express the sinusoidal waveform, phase difference waveform. As shown above, voltage and current equations, the current I lag in the voltage V by angle pi. Current I lag in the voltage V angle pi. Okay. So the phase difference between the two sinusoidal quantities representing in the waveform as shown in 2.11. The phase are representing two sinusoidal quantities pi and a resulting phasor diagram. So like this. It's clear. Understood? Up to here clear? So why voltage is leading? Why current is lagging? So voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t. So there is no phase difference here. Omega t plus 0. So that's why the voltage waveform start at 0. Okay. Is a reference. You have to take reference. Current minus pi degrees. So that's why it's lagging. If it is plus, okay, if it is plus, you will get here. That means current leads. If it is plus, current leads, you will get like this. Understood? For example, if it is plus, so it will get, for example, if it is plus, I is equal to M sin omega t plus pi. So in that case, you will get like this. So you will get here current. Instead of here, you will get current here. In that case, current leads the voltage by pi degrees. Okay, you can say that. Understood? Opposite. Then purely resistive circuit. Purely resistive circuit. The figure AC circuit consisting of pure resistor to which the alternating voltage V of t is equal to Vm sin omega t. Allow we draw the circuit. V of t is equal to Vm sin omega t. V of t is equal to Vm sin omega t. This is called supply source, AC source. Then I of t, current flowing into the circuit. Then resistor R. Then voltage across the resistor is called VR, where Vt is called instantaneous voltage. Vt, small Vt. You know well, indicated in small values. No? Okay, Vt is called instantaneous voltage and Vm is called maximum voltage. Vm, maximum value, capital letters. Vm is called maximum voltage. That is called here V. Vt is called instantaneous voltage. Vm is called maximum voltage. And VR is called voltage across the resistor. Understood? Then instantaneous values of voltage Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. Understood? According to the Ohm's law, what is the current IT? V by R. No? Then Vt divided by R. So what is the Vt here? Vm sin omega t by R. Vm sin omega t by R. It's clear. Purely resistive circuit. And then Vm by R is nothing but Im. Then I have IT is equal to, that is called instantaneous value of current. Small it is called instantaneous value of current. Small Vt is called instantaneous value of voltage. Then it is equal to Im sin omega t. From the above equations, it is clear that current in phase with the voltage for purely resistive circuit. So Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. There is no phase difference. Vm sin omega t plus 0. No? Similarly, it is equal to Im sin omega t plus 0. That's why the voltage V of t and I of t are both are in phase. Okay, purely resistive circuit. From the above equations, it's clear that the current in phase with the voltage, purely resistive circuit. Understood? For purely resistor circuit, voltage V of t and it both are in phase. Because of that, Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t and it is equal to M sin omega t. There is no phase difference between these two. Okay, these two are in phase. That magnitude difference. So voltage magnitude is I compared to current. Okay. So like this, waveform and phasor diagrams. Based on that, you can easily understand. Sine wave and vector representation Vt V is equal to Vm sin omega t and It is equal to Im sin omega t. Okay, are given like this. So Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t start from 0. So this called this much of this called Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. Then It is equal to Im sin omega t. No? But magnitude of the current is less compared to voltage. Okay, generally it is called 230 volts for single phase. For example, 230 volts maximum. But current is just 5 amps or 10 amps only. So that's why we have to indicate the magnitude of the voltage waveform is like this manner. And current IFT is equal to Im sin omega t. Both voltage and currents are in phase. There is no phase angle difference between these two. Pi is equal to 0 here. There is no phase difference between these two. That's why the voltage and currents are in phase across the resistive circuit. Okay. So according to the phasor diagram, if you are taking voltage as a reference, okay, voltage as a reference, and current, there is no phase difference between current and voltage and current. Pi is equal to 0. That's why the current IR, current flowing to the resistor and voltage across the resistor, both are in phase. We have to indicate like this. Understood? If it is not in phase, you will get like this. Okay, angle. If it is angle in between these two are voltage and currents are not in phase. Some angle, phase difference is some angle between these two. That is called pi. That because of that, there is an angle between these two. But if it is 0, starting from 0, that's why. So you will get a 0 phase difference. IR, current flowing to the resistor, called IR, and voltage across the resistor. Both are in phase. That's why there is no phase difference. But VR is magnitude I. That's why year to year is called VR and year to year called IR. In phase. Okay. Waveforms of phasor. For resistive circuit, they are like this. And then power. The instantaneous value of power drawn by the circuit is given by the product of instantaneous values of voltage and current is renewable power. That is called instantaneous power is equal to power P of T is equal to V into I. Small v into small I. Renewable power. Instantaneous value of power drawn by the circuit is given by the product of the instantaneous values of voltage and current. Understood? P of T is equal to V into I. Small v into small I. Instantaneous values of voltage and instantaneous values of current. That's why Vm sin omega t into Im sin omega t. Then Vm into Im into sin square omega t. Then P of T is equal to Vm Im by 2 into 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. This is called instantaneous values of power. Understood? P of T is equal to small v into small I. So Vm sin omega t, Vm sin omega t, Im sin omega t. Substitute here. Okay, you will get Vm Im sin square omega t. So the Vm Im by 2 into 1 minus cos 2 omega t. Sin square omega t is equal to 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. No? Then average power, integration 0 to 2 pi. Vm Im, average, take the integration 0 to 2 pi. Vm Im 1 minus cos 2 omega by 2 by 2 by 2 pi into d omega t. Okay, so then you will get, so Vm Im can common Vm Im by 2 pi, here 2 pi, apply here 2 pi, 2 into 2 pi, then 4 pi. So apply integration. Okay, so we will get power is equal to average power is equal to Vm by Vm into Im by 2. So convert into Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2. Then Vrms is equal to Vm by root 2, Irms is equal to Im by root 2. Then average power is equal to Vrms into Irms. That is equal to V into I is called average power consumed by the purely resistive circuit. Multiplication of Vrms into Irms is called average power. This is for purely inductive circuit, purely resistive circuit. Okay, up to here clear? And then purely inductive circuit. For purely inductive circuit diagram, AC circuit consisting of purely inductor. This is called only inductor. There is no resistor. Okay. To which an alternating voltage V of T is equal to Vm sin omega t is applied like this. Sine waveform. Same as this I of T, Vt, instantaneous values. Okay. L, VL. Voltage across the inductor is called VL. So indicated like this L. Okay, this is circuit diagram. Equations for voltage and current are Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay, Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t as this supply voltage. It's a parallel, no? So that's why whatever the voltage here, same voltage appear across the inductor. Okay. Due to self-inductance of the coil, there will be an EMF induced in it. The back EMF will opposes the instantaneous value of rise of the current through the coil. It is given by, well, according to the Lenz law. Lenz law means effect opposes the cause. Because of that, here minus. According to the Faraday's law, E is equal to L into di by dt. And the minus because of Lenz law. Effect opposes the cause. That's why you have to take here minus. Then EB is equal to minus L into di by dt. Okay. Then Vt is equal to, as the circuit does not contain any resistive, there is no ohmic drop, and the applied voltage is equal and opposite to back EMF. Understood? That's why Vt is equal to minus EB. Then substitute EB is equal to here. Then you will get Vt is equal to L into dt by dt, di by dt. Vt is equal to L into di by dt. Well, Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. Then L into di by dt. Then di is equal to Vm sin omega t by L into dt. Yeah, di is equal to Vm sin omega t by L into dt. Di. This di is equal to Vm sin omega t by L into dt. Apply integration on both sides. Integration of di is equal to Vm by L into integration of sin omega t. Okay. Then it is equal to Vm by L into minus cos omega t by omega. You will get like this integration. After applying the integration, you will get it is equal to minus Vm by omega L into cos omega t. Then it is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90 degrees. So you will get like this finally. So this current expression across the inductor, pure inductor. So like this. It is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90 degrees. Understood? What about Vt? Vt is equal to just Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. But Im sin omega t minus 90 degrees. So here Im is nothing but Vm by omega L is called. Okay. So if you want to remove the minus, you will get like this sin omega t minus 90. Cos, you will get sin. Understood? Purely inductive circuit, waveform of phasor diagram of purely inductive circuit. So Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t as it is start from 0. So there is no phase difference here starting from 0 onwards. No, that's why Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. Then it current waveform lags 90 degrees. No? It is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90. That's why starting from 90 degrees onwards, in middle of this, Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t as it is. There is no changes. But it is equal to Im sin omega t start from 90 degrees because of it is lying 90 degrees. So after 90 degrees, the current waveform will start. Okay. Understood? This is the waveform representation and phasor representation. Okay. So voltage, there is no voltage phasor changes. No? It's starting from 0. That's why voltage reference as 0. Understood? Voltage, to take voltage 0, start from 0, that is called reference. We have to take voltage as a reference. And then current lags the voltage by 90 degrees. Current here 90 degrees. So here we have to say voltage leads the current by 90 degrees. Voltage leads the current by 90 degrees, or current lags the voltage by 90 degrees. Because of current I of t is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90 degrees. That means current lagging. Okay. Current lagging 90 degrees by voltage V. Current lags the voltage V by 90 degrees. Otherwise, voltage leads the current by 90 degrees. Voltage leads the current by 90 degrees. Okay. That means across the inductor, current lagging. Understood? Current lags the voltage by 90 degrees. But voltage as it is, voltage same. Voltage same. Okay. From the above equations, it is clear that the current lags the voltage by 90 degrees in a purely inductive circuit. Understand? From the above equations, it's clear that the current lags the voltage by 90 degrees in purely inductive circuit. The instantaneous value of the power drawn by the circuit is given by the product of the instantaneous values of voltage and current. Instantaneous power is equal to V into I. Okay. And then V is equal to Vm sin omega t. I is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90 degrees. Na? V is equal to Vm sin omega t. I is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90 degrees. Then multiply this Vm sin omega t into minus Im cos omega t. Then you will get minus 2 Vm Im sin omega t cos omega t by 2. Okay. Then after simplifying that, you will get Pt is equal to minus Vm Im by 2 into sin 2 omega t. Then average power, integration 0 to 2 pi minus Vm Im by 2 into substitute here, you will get average power is equal to 0. For inductor, pure inductor, the average power is equal to 0. The average power consumed in a purely inductive circuit is 0. Okay. Power is equal to I square into X. You know well. Power is equal to I square into X. Average power is equal to Vi cos pi. Power is equal to Vi cos pi. Pi is the angle between voltage and current. What is the angle between voltage and current here? 90 degrees. That's why cos 90, 0. Power is equal to 0. Okay, understood. For purely inductive circuit, what is the voltage angle between voltage and current? Voltage angle between voltage and current is equal to 90 degrees. Now. Power is equal to Vi cos pi. Then cos 90 is 0. Power is equal to 0. Simply we can say that. Then average power, so 0. Then purely capacitive circuit. Okay, so this is the purely capacitive circuit. So capacitor, only capacitor we have to take. So same voltage Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. So It and voltage across the capacitor is called Vc. Same voltage Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay. The charge in the capacitor is called Q is equal to C into Vt. Substitute Q is equal to C into Vt is nothing but Vm sin omega t. All of you do it fast. Q is equal to C into Vt. Okay, this is called purely capacitive circuit. So supply voltage is Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t, and its charge across the capacitor is called Q is equal to C into Vt. Q is equal to C into substitute Vt here. Then Vm sin omega t. Then It is equal to dq by dt. You know well. I is equal to dq by dt. No? Change in charge by time is called current. I is equal to q by t. So substitute Q is equal to here, and then It is equal to d into C Vm sin omega t. Q is equal to C Vm sin omega t by dt. Yes, C is constant, Vm constant. D by dx, d by dt of sin omega t. You will get Vm sin omega t. It is equal to cos omega t is here, cos omega t. Printing mistake, yeah, cos omega t. It is equal to omega c into Vm into cos omega t 2. Okay, It is equal to Vm by, so 1 by omega c into cos omega t. It is equal to Vm by 1 by, so take denominator, so you have to indicate like this, cos omega t. It is equal to omega c into Vm into cos omega t. Don't take sin omega t. D by dt of sin omega t is nothing but cos omega t. No? Here cos omega t. Then it is equal to Vm by xc. Xc is nothing but 1 by omega c. Capacitive reactance. For inductive reactance, XL. XL is equal to omega L. Understood? Capacitive reactance XL is called XL. XL is equal to omega L. For inductor is called XL. Inductive reactance X. XL is equal to omega L. Indicated like this. Omega L is called Vm by Im is called omega L. That is called XL. For capacitive XC. Capacitive reactance is called X. X is equal to 1 by omega C. So 1 by omega C indicated as Xc. Then It is equal to Vm by Xc into cos omega t. then it is equal to Im sin omega t plus 90. So we have to represent like this, cos represented as like this manner. That means current it is equal to Im sin omega t plus 90 means is leading, na? Plus 90. If it is minus, lagging. If it is plus, leading. So in this it is equal to Im sin omega t minus, because of current is across the inductor, current lagging because of this equation, minus 90. That's why current here. If it is plus, you will get here. So like this. it is equal to Im sin omega t plus 90. So waveform and phasor diagram. So voltage as it is from 0 onwards is started like this manner. But current I have t is equal to Im sin omega t plus 90 degrees. Na? Okay. So starting from here onwards, before 0 onwards,